Alright.
Hello, hello, hello. Testing the microphone. Can y'all hear me? Just waiting for somebody to reply and make sure that they can hear us. Oh, looks like
I'm waiting too.
Oh, looks like Snowsy's in the chat. Snow that VA. That is our Waffle. That is our princess voice actress. She voices Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina.
Oh, cool. Hello.
Yeah. All right, they can hear us. All right, let's get it started. Hello, everybody. I'm your host for the evening, Slickframe James, the creator of Ask Mario. Today, we have a brand new guest joining us while I work on Kamek's artwork. It's not Kamek's voice actor, Jason. Instead, we've got Cranky Kong's VA, WaffulSyrup, or Waff for short. How you doing tonight, Waff?
Hey, I'm doing good. Nice to meet you all. How y'all doing?
Actually, I want to ask really quick. I'm sure a lot of people are wondering. This character design, I didn't know when you were inside the Ask Mario theater, you turned into like a weird Cuphead SpongeBob hybrid from the 90s.
I guess you could say that. I'm a little... Well, I do have a full body, but as of right now, I'm just a square little thing. We'll say that I did base my look more off of Chef Salt Baker from Cuphead and Pizza Head from Pizza Tower.
Ah, okay. Alright, very nice. Huh. Alright, so this is an interview stream, so Waffle here, he is the voice of Cranky Kong on Ask Mario. I got a hold of him, I came across him a couple of years ago before, when we were working on episode 21 of Ask Mario, the one where we talk about the Mario movie. I actually came across one of his audio recordings on Twitter, and that's how I got in contact with him. Do you remember how I discovered you? It was that you were, for some reason you tweeted out Cranky Kong singing the hologram song from the Donkey Kong Country TV show.
Yeah, I vividly remember that. I don't know what like compelled me to post it, but yeah. So Slick found me. I believe it was like at nighttime. He reached out. He was like, "Hey, I really like your Cranky Kong voice. Would you be interested in doing like some voice work for this Ask Mario channel?" And I was just really surprised because I was like, how did he find my voice recording that I made like a good bit ago where I sang holograms in a stand-up shower? Because at that point I didn't have like any like actual voice acting equipment. I didn't really have a good mic, and I didn't have any soundproofing.
Wait, you were in the shower when you recorded that?
Yeah, because that was like the best place I had to, you know, do isolated voice acting without like an echo. Even though the video still had like an echo in there, but yeah.
Okay then, I'm glad. I had no idea you were in the shower when you recorded that. That's interesting. Do you sing as Cranky Kong in the shower often? Is that like a regular thing for you?
No. No, it isn't.
I mean, honestly, I don't think it's that weird. I mean, sometimes I at least I do my vocal warm-ups in the shower before I record for videos.
There are times where I have done that, but like the one thing I think back to is I would sing some of K. Rool's songs from the TV show as well. I know when I had like a dentist appointment years back, and I woke up, I was just like humming K. Rool's Finest Hour.
Yeah.
And then I was just like quiet for the rest of the day.
I'm sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure some of the other, we get a few people on the Ask Mario team that are huge Donkey Kong fans, like Chris, our voice for, our King K. Rool voice actor. Max is a huge Donkey Kong fan. And so is Jason. You know, I'm pretty sure they all do that too. Before we resume, so as usual, everybody in the chat, please don't spam any questions. Please feel free to ask us any questions or voice requests that you'd like. If you'd like to hear us say anything as Kamek, or sorry, no, not Kamek. Sorry, I'm looking at him right now, so it's messing up with my brain. If you guys want you know, me to say anything fun in my Mario or Luigi voices, or If you want Waff to say anything in his cranky voice, if you even have questions for Cranky Kong, feel free to ask them. Please no spamming. We'll get to as many questions as we can. Please be kind and respectful, and yeah, super chats as usual will be prioritized. All right.
Yep.
The way this is going to work is I'm going to be asking Waff here a question, and then he is going to select a question from the live chat. So let's begin. Let's see. Where'd the question list go? Here it is. I found it. All right. So Waffle, how did you get into voice acting?
That's a good question, because I was trying, like, when I was like looking at the questions when you sent it to me a while ago, I was trying to think of like, where did I get this affinity to do voice act? I want to say the earliest where I've like wanted to get into voice acting was back in middle school, where I would just do voice impressions of like cartoon characters and stuff, or just like general like accents, just to make people laugh. And that kind of carried on throughout the rest of like my time at school, where people wanted me to do like voice impressions of like certain cartoon characters, or like when we did like popcorn reading like certain stuff, they wanted me to read in these exaggerated voices, because I would just make things a lot more interesting and funny.
Okay.
And then
that sounds fun.
the other thing that like definitely like I guess moved me to do like practice VA stuff and messing around with my voice was watching a lot of YouTube poops and YTPs. Because the thing that always makes me laugh from those is how people could like sentence mix characters to make them say things they never would say. I'm not gonna like give any examples, but if you've seen any YTPs, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like having King Koopa say Scatman or whatever.
Yeah, or like I guess one safe example I could bring up is Dr. Robotnik from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog challenging a character from Azumanga Daioh to a soda shaking contest. I think I could probably do the voice. Let's see. Miss Yukari, I challenge you to a soda shaking contest. Something like that.
I've actually never heard of that show that you just mentioned.
Yeah, it's a mid-2000s slice of life anime. It's pretty fun.
Oh, okay. I like those kind of anime.
Yeah. But yeah, that's like the earliest I could think of. You know, I was like, okay, I can see myself doing this, like doing like voice acting stuff. Just messing around with my voice, and eventually I would like when I made like a Twitter account, I primarily use it to just like keep up with things like game news and stuff. Eventually I will post my art, and then even more eventually I would post stuff with my voice. And a lot of people were kind of surprised at how deep my voice would sound. And what else? I guess the first voice I've like really shown off was like me doing a Wario voice.
Oh, sick. I didn't know you could do a Wario voice.
Yeah, I could do a little bit of a Wario voice. I haven't done it a lot, though.
I'm just imagining.
Seems like we got it.
Wait, you said that like you do silly voices when you read books in school with the class. I'm just imagining like you Cranky Kong reading like The Grapes of Wrath or Lord of the Flies or Romeo and Juliet or something.
I think the one thing I could remember was when we were reading, I believe like it was like something with like the death of like Julius Caesar. And I read it in like a really big like showsman voice. I would like read like pretty loudly to the point where other classes around us would hear us. Well, hear me. And it would just be really funny.
I just want to read like, I don't know, Tom Sawyer and like my Mad Hatter voice. And Tom, he didn't want to paint that fence, so he was the devious little child and blah 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 blah. Something like that.
Oh, that's so silly.
Okay, so it sounds like we have a super chat?
Yeah, seems like we do. I'll read it. Thank you for the super chat, Katie 10145. I guess that's how I'm gonna read the numbers. My bad if that wasn't how you want it read. Hey Waffle, why is your name Waffle? Well, that's actually a pretty long story behind that, but to keep it initially, when it was like many years ago, I went by like a different name entirely. And then someone that I used to know was like, hey, you're kind of like a werewaffle. That'd be a werewaffle. I'm like, huh, that's a really neat sounding name. So I stuck with the name werewaffle for a bit.
Werewaffle?
And then when I went, yeah. And then when I came to Twitter, when I tried making that a tag, that didn't work out. So I was like, okay, I'll just do WaffleSyrup. And then as time passed, I kind of just got a bit annoyed, like, whenever I would, like, find my name on things, like, you know, doing a signature on my art and do WaffleSyrup, like, my tag, I kind of got annoyed having to, like, write it out because it was very long. So eventually I condensed it to just WaffleSyrup, and I spelled waffle in the way that it is now with, you know, WAFFUL. It's just a little bit more unique, and I feel like I'd be a little bit more, like, I'd stand out rather than just having, like, waffle, how you traditionally spell it, and then syrup.
Yeah, sometimes less is more, you know?
Yeah. That makes my signature look really cool, too.
Very cool. Alright, oh, how much was donated, by the way?
Oh, it was $2. I didn't get to read that out, my bad.
No worries. Thank you for the 2 coins, Katie.
You the best, wahoo!
Alright, since you're new around here, that's a thing I like to do when people give super chats. Sometimes when I get a moment, I'll thank them in my Luigi voice.
That's cool.
Actually, really quick, since you haven't done it much this stream, can we get a sample of your Cranky Kong voice?
Trying to think of what to say in his voice.
What are you doing, you numbskull?
How about just some lines from the cartoon?
Go home and let me get some sleep!
There you go.
That's probably like one of my favorite lines from the show. I forgot what episode it was, but I only learned about it because of a YT that used the Donkey Kong Country show as a source, and it was like the scene was like Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong talking about this movie that they were watching called like Maniac Monkeys on the Moon. They were just really hyping it up with Cranky Kong late at night, and Cranky just got annoyed at them. Maniac Monkeys on the Moon! It's a movie about these robots! And they found something, and guess what was inside? I don't know, tell me! Maniac Monkeys on the Moon! I'll put you on the moon if you won't let me get some sleep!
By the way, before I ask you the next question, I just want to say really quick. I think probably the most popular line that Cranky Kong has said on Ask Mario so far is his diss towards Bowser.
Oh, the Ninja Turtle reject one. Yeah, that was really funny to record because I had to try not to laugh while saying it. Oh, my ears waffle. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, careful. Dude, before the stream, I asked you to not yell too loud.
Yeah, my bad.
It's okay. Yeah, let's see. I am very proud of that line, not gonna lie. Sometimes Jason writes the best lines in the show, but on occasion I have a banger, and that was one of mine. I'm very proud of that one.
Yeah, you should be proud of it.
Let's see. Okay, so let me ask you the next question. Let's see. Who's your favorite character that you've ever voiced, like, in anything?
Well, I mean, I only had a few roles outside of, like, Cranky for here. I guess, like, Wario, but I wouldn't really, like, count that. Because, my Wario voice mainly got around because of a meme. And obviously I'm not going to repeat what that meme is here, because it has a swear word in it. But that's where my Wario voice kind of got around. And it spread to several, like, people made, like, little animations of it, and, what else? It was added to, like, a Wario VR chat model as well. So that was really surprising.
Wait, what?
But,
wait, hang on. So you can like say what the line was as long as you like bleep out the bad words. Like, that's totally fine. Do you think that's possible to do, or is that a little too difficult?
It literally starts out with a swear word.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to walk around that.
Okay, well, but please tell me about it later then, because I'm legit curious what it is.
I guess I could probably just do like the second part of it, which doesn't have swear words, like something like that.
All right then. I will say,
But,
if you don't know who your favorite character you've ever voiced is, I will say you do a very good Bert impression from Sesame Street.
Oh, stop it! It's not that great.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, Bert. It's amazing. It's fantastic.
I guess for me, I kind of just hop around like a lot of like random voices here and there. But I definitely do have fun voicing Cranky, on the Ask Mario channel. Because what was the voice actor's name? I believe it was Aaron Tager. He passed in 2019, but he was the English voice actor for Cranky Kong and the TV show. And like that is just like my de facto voice for Cranky Kong. Whenever I read anything in Cranky Kong, like whatever like Cranky Kong talks, I just hear Aaron's voice like channel through him. Is that good?
Oh yeah, dude, he's great. Like there's a reason why. Like I asked you to voice him is because I think your impression of him is pretty decent, and I think like just him and K. Rool. I think K. Rool's voice from the cartoon as well is probably his most iconic voice. It just fits him so well, and that's why
yeah, Ben Campbell's K. Rool voice is genuinely amazing, and I'm really glad that he still got it all these years later.
Sure does, man.
Because he did reprise his role in Turn to Crocodile Isle, that like fan animation.
Oh yeah.
And a little side thing that I found out about, completely unrelated to Donkey Kong, but he did voice a villain character, a villain snowman named Arctos from Tabaluga. He voiced him in this movie, and he also did a song. And he basically just uses his K. Rool voice from the DK show, and it's perfect.
I think I've actually seen a clip of that. Isn't he like he sings like this villain song, and like there's like some reindeer or something that he's singing it to? I can't remember what the character looked like, but
he was singing it to like some dragon, and he freezes him.
The dragon? Oh, the snowman freezes him. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I need to look that up later.
Chat.
Oh yeah, please go ahead and read it off.
Kayla's Creations 5973 has donated $5.99. Well, in pound, I believe. Thank you for the donation. Your question is, what made you want to do Cranky Kong? Were you always a fan? Also, I'd love to hear him say the whippersnapper line. Ah, you whippersnapper! Yeah, I've always been a fan of Cranky. He's always just been like a really, really funny character to me. So, and again, that's like one of the reasons why like I wanted to like really get good at doing his voice. Because he's just a really funny character, especially in the cartoon, which I'm not sure a whole lot of people in the chat has watched, but Cranky's genuinely one of the best characters in the cartoon because he can like talk like pretty calmly at times, but then he would snap like a rubber band like in an instant.
Yeah, he's very much. I will admit, like, I do have a confession to make. That song that you sang, the one that helped you get noticed by me was the hologram song. I will admit, I do not like that song. I remember watching that episode and just thinking, like, oh my god, why is he stopping the story to sing a stupid song about holograms? It's not even catchy. This song's got nothing on the Bog Monster song or gotta get it back, take it back. Like, it's not even in the same league. Seriously. You're lucky I didn't exit my browser as soon as I heard it.
I don't know. I really like that song because
okay.
It just comes out of nowhere where the story going on. It's like, yo, I just need you to press the rocket delivery button. I literally cannot do that. I'm going to sing to you a song. Why? And the way that the song ends always gets me. Like, you can't touch anything? How much longer should I sing? Don't you understand that holograms can't push red buttons? It was like such a weird way to end the song.
Like, Diddy's just trying to like get things going, and he just keeps interrupting him and good God.
Yeah. But I do agree. There is definitely better songs in the cartoon. The Big Bog Monster is definitely one of them, and Gotta Get It Back is also another one I really like.
Yeah.
Oh, seems like we got 2 super chats. I'm gonna read the previous one by Nostalgic Nerd 9036, who donated $2. Thank you for that donation. Hey Slick, have you watched Power Rangers?
Have I watched Power Rangers? I haven't watched Power. I remember being interested in Power Rangers when I was a kid, but I haven't. No, I haven't really. No, I really don't know much about it. I know it's got quite a following. I know there was a new movie that came out like a decade ago, but it was a little more serious. It wasn't as campy, from what I've heard. I don't know. Waff, are you familiar with Power Rangers?
Very, very, like, I don't know too much about, like, Power Rangers at all. I know, like, some things. Like, the Bulk and Skull theme being pretty funny. But I haven't, like, watched the show or series at all. Even when my brother was, like, younger, he did have, like, a really small Power Rangers phase, but if I asked him, do you remember anything from Power Rangers, he probably couldn't tell me anything.
Gotcha.
But, I know very few things from Power Rangers.
Yep, same here. Yeah, sorry about that, but thank you very much for the donation.
You're the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wahoo! Oh yeah.
And then for the next super chat by Nepid Up Player, I believe that's how you spell your name. Thank you for the $10 super chat donation. Line for Cranky Kong to say.
What's that? What happened to Junior? That little punk got lost and found himself in Yoshi's Island, being raised by those colorful dino freaks for years.
Nice. You still got it, man. You still got it. Yeah. Thank you very much for the donation, Deputy Player. You the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. We gave Donkey a separate singing voice, but Diddy is the same voice actor, but isn't as great. Yeah, that was like another funny quirk about the TV show. Donkey Kong just had 2 separate VAs.
Yeah, he had a singing
like one
voice.
for. Yeah, I believe Richard Yearwood was the singer. I don't remember who like the regular talking voice was.
All I know is whoever sang for him also sang the Zaboomafoo theme song. I used to watch Zaboomafoo as a kid.
I used to watch Zaboomafoo a lot as a kid too, and it was genuinely, I was genuinely like flabbergasted to like listen to the theme again and like notice like the voice. I was like, wait, that's Donkey Kong.
Pretty awesome. Huh?
He also, the same singer also, he sung a song in a Cartoon Network show called OKKO.
Ah, okay.
His voice is amazing.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of OKKO. Like I saw the Sonic episode, but I think that's about it. That was
Yeah,
really
I'm
cool.
in the same boat. I only saw the Sonic episode.
Yeah, it was very much a fan tribute to Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the show is fun. I don't know if I'd get into it or not, but you know, maybe I would. Hard to say.
Yeah, I'm in like the same boat. I wanted to see the show become a full thing because I remember watching a pilot, and the pilot was initially called Liquid Plaza Turbo. But then when when the show like finally came out, I just wasn't like too interested in checking it out. But I'm sure it's pretty good.
Let's see. All right, so time to read off the next question I have for you. Let's see. So what has it been like voicing Cranky on Ask Mario so far? So far you've only done it for the channel like twice. But like, are there any challenges you've had to face or any favorite memories?
So I guess like the only challenge that I could really say off the top of my head when it came to like doing the voice for Cranky for Ask Mario, it definitely was. I don't know why I'm blanking. My bad.
I think I know
it
what
was.
is. It was the speed, like saying his lines at the right speed, right?
Saying his lines at the right speed, and also like being directed as a voice actor for the first time. Because like when you reached out to me initially, I never been directed for anything ever in terms of like voice work. I kind of would just do things on a whim.
Mm.
But it was a new thing that I definitely really appreciated doing, because I feel like I definitely gotten better at like doing voice acting in general, and also just like doing Cranky's voice in general too. Because the other thing that was a challenge was also just talking in that voice, because whenever I would do Cranky's voice, like prior to you reaching out to me, it would mainly just go. I would mainly just do lines from the show, do songs from the show, and then on occasion like some YouTube poop stuff that I've heard with his voice being mixed around. So it was definitely a challenge to like get used to doing that voice again, but like talking calmly, talking at like the right speed, just to make sure everything flows. In terms of memories, I definitely I definitely had a lot of fun reading out, like, you know, going fully ham with like how loud I could be with Cranky's voice.
Oh yeah, dude. One of my favorite lines you ever said as him was when he's like,
Why couldn't they get a real actor to play me, like Gene Autry?
and Luigi's like,
He's dead. It's like, that's my point. A dead guy could voice way better than whatever loser they got to voice me.
I really not. I don't want to segue from your question, but I really did not like his voice in the Mario movie.
yeah, not gonna lie, that's not a very unpopular opinion. Yeah, I don't hate it per se, but I don't know. It's a little too. Like Peach's voice, I was able to get used to eventually, despite it being so different. But Cranky's, not as much.
It was like way too nasally for me.
Yeah.
Like nasally and just kind of like, I'm the big guy. I'm Cranky Kong. You know, like that. That doesn't. He doesn't sound cranky.
Yeah, he's like he's definitely kind of grumpy, and he's kind of cranky here and there. But yeah, like he doesn't. It's a different flavor of Cranky Kong compared to the games. Which, I mean, to be fair, it's another interpretation of all the characters. So I didn't expect them to have him be one-to-one. Like he doesn't break the fourth wall and talk about games like he does in the Country series, for example. But you know, it is what it is. Things are gonna change.
Yeah, absolutely. And at least it was just Bonanza. They made him cranky again, which is really good.
Even though, like, he freaking repeats the same lines over and over and over again, and it gets old. I wish he had a little more dialogue variety, but what can you do?
Yeah, I was gonna. That was like the only thing. I was like, I kind of wish he said a bit more.
Oh, by the way, speaking of, we're almost at the end of our Donkey Kong Bonanza playthrough. Like, next week we might be resuming it. We were considering playing DK Bonanza today, but let's see, MB is sick, and we weren't sure if Max was going to be able to join us. Usually they're always there for every DK Bonanza episode, so yeah, initially the idea was to just play that today and have Waffle here join us and talk in his cranky voice, but I decided to instead have his first appearance on the channel be an interview like this. Yeah, kind of test the waters a little bit, but you know, maybe at some point, I'm sure we'll play future Donkey Kong games on the channel, and I'll definitely give you a ring when we do that. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds good, yeah. I would be down for that.
Oh yeah, it would be great to have you read off Cranky's dialogue in the first Donkey Kong Country, for example. All right, are there any questions in the live chat that you'd like to pick? Doesn't sound like we have any super chats.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through a few I've seen. No, Richard Yearwood is a speaking voice and Sterling Jarvis is a singing voice. Yeah, that was it. I mixed up the voice actors. But let me see if I find a question. Oh, there's a super chat. Immediately. I was about to find a question and the super chat just immediately appeared.
Awesome.
Alright. From Mr. Wolf King 2004, who donated $10. Thank you. Hello. Question to the both of you. Favorite cartoons? Also Waffle, your cranky voices. Thank you for that. What's your favorite cartoon, Slick?
My favorite cartoon? Oh, I got a few different favorite cartoons. I really love, let's see, I really love Phineas and Ferb. That's great. I actually just found out that the second half of the new season is going to be airing, I think, sometime later this month. So, pretty excited about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Phineas and Ferb is up there. What else? Let's see. I'm sure I got some others. My mind's kind of blanking on them right now, I will admit. what's something recent that I've been into? I will admit, the past couple of years I've been watching more anime than cartoons. For the longest time, I would mostly just watch Western cartoons, but I've been getting more into anime over the years.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Mostly like slice of life and romances for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm just a romantic at heart. I don't know.
I kind of been in the same boat. I've been like watching like some more animes here and there, but I guess the most recent anime I watched was Cowboy Bebop, and I really, really enjoy that.
Oh, I still gotta see Cowboy Bebop. I've heard nothing but good things about it. But what about you? Like, what cartoons? What's your favorite cartoon?
So my favorite cartoon of all time is absolutely Tom and Jerry. The Hanna-Barbera run of Tom and Jerry. I've watched every single episode of it. Especially like with my late grandmother, like back when we lived in Pennsylvania. We would always watch Boomerang and always watch the Tom and Jerry reruns. And like we've seen every single episode, and that's something I realized when I watched like 45 episodes of Tom and Jerry last year in honor of my late grandmother. Because, you know, that's the one show that I always will have the fondest memories of, and I love Tom and Jerry so much. And as I was watching all those episodes, I'm like, oh my goodness, like, we watched every single episode with my grandmother, and I didn't think that'd be possible, but we did. You know?
Yeah, Tom and Jerry
So
really perfected cartoon slapstick.
Absolutely. So I have a really, really strong attachment to Tom and Jerry. I love them so much, and whenever I think about my grandmother, I always Tom and Jerry.
You know, a question within a question. What did you think of the early 1990s Tom and Jerry movie where they talk?
I haven't seen it in full. I had it on VHS, but I never watched it.
You may have dodged a bullet there, my dude, because it is, you know.
I'm not a stranger to like Tom and Jerry just kind of having like a few misses here and there, because I have like semi-vivid memories of like some of the TV movies that Cartoon Network would have. Like Tom and Jerry and the Magic Ring, and Tom and Jerry Go to Mars, or Blast Off to Mars. And like Tom and Jerry, it was like a racing one. There's like a lot of weird ones.
Yeah, there's like a Wizard of Oz one, there's a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory one. It's friggin' weird.
Yeah, like I've never seen those, but I think I've only seen like a snippet of like the Willy Wonka one. And I find it really funny that they ended up reciting, like, the line from the original movie where, like... I think it's Gene Wilder, I think that's the actor for...
You mean the poem where they're in the freaky tunnel? It's like, there's no earthly way... But it's like the cute little gray mouse saying it.
yeah, it was Tuffy saying it. I thought it was really funny. I was like, okay.
And it doesn't look freaky. The tunnel's not freaky. It looks like Rainbow Road from Mario Kart.
Yeah.
By the way, it sounds like we got a super chat.
Yeah, okay. I'll read it out. Antoine Spivey, 0507, donated $9.99. Thank you. Glad to see you working on artwork for the best Mario villain. Can't wait to see him on the show. Also, my favorite Cranky line is when he says,
"Oh, bite me, you Ninja Turtle reject!"
Oh, I never get tired of hearing that. Seeing how many people laughed at that line fills me with so much pride, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Antoine.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Dude, you are not the only one who gets that guy's name wrong. So many people say it wrong. We don't know if it's Spivvy or Spivey. Pretty sure it's Antoine, though. Pretty sure that's how you say his first name. Sorry.
I will find Miss Antoine!
Okay.
But, continue off the cartoon thing. Yeah, Tom and Jerry is, like, bar none my favorite cartoon of all time. I could watch every single episode, and I'll know what's gonna happen. I remember, like, quite literally every single episode. There's only, like, 2 episodes I haven't seen, but that's because, they were put out of circulation, because, certain things in it that did not fly then, and don't fly today.
Yeah, stuff that didn't age well. Yeah, let's
yeah.
The last thing I'll say about Tom and Jerry before we move on to your next question is I will say the gag that I remember the best, like laughing at the most, is when Tom he was trying to cook up like a bird or something, and
yeah,
in like a pot, and like he was gonna cut up a carrot to put it in, but then Jerry replaced it with a stick of dynamite. He cut and like his tail's
Yeah.
in the pot, he closes it, and then the
I know
pot's
exactly
about
what
to
you're talking
explode.
about, yeah.
He just goes,
Yep.
ah, and as he runs, the pot's still like stuck to his tail. The scream is great.
For another recent cartoon, real quick. Recent. It's an old cartoon. I don't know why I'm saying recent. Another cartoon I really, really like is the Twisted Tales of Felix the Cat. That is one of the funniest 90s cartoons I've ever seen. Like, if you don't know anything about Felix the Cat, then I implore you to watch Twisted Tales, because it's not really going to tell you anything about Felix the Cat, but it's a really fun time. It is the most insane cartoon I've seen in a while.
I know there's a movie in the 90s or 80s, I think, that was pretty friggin' trippy. I remember seeing a Nostalgia Critic review of it, but I don't think I've ever actually watched Felix the Cat. But I've heard of it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I feel like everybody has heard about Felix, but Twisted Tales of Felix the Cat is, like, one of the most insane cartoons I've seen in a while. And, like, I've heard, like, a little bit of the production that they kind of just took, like, the blueprint that I believe the 50s or 60s cartoon had, kind of threw it all out the window and just kind of leaned into doing some insane stuff.
I see. Okay, then.
We got another super chat from NBC Me Chachu, who donated $10. Thank you.
Usually
people
people say
that correctly.
Usually we say their name is Mekachu, but I don't know. Maybe you.
Oh,
that's the way-
Mekachu. Okay, I see. Okay. Having seen some of the Tom and Jerry specials, the ones I consider worth watching is Magic Ring, Sherlock Holmes, and The Pirate One. As for the 90s movie, I consider it a guilty pleasure. I remember Magic Ring being pretty solid.
You know what? Just for that, NBC Mekachu. First of all, thank you for the donation. Just for that, I'm gonna sing a bit from the Tom and Jerry movie. For
Gotta
you.
had songs in it.
We two were friends to the end, ain't we, my friend? We kinda blend together, coffee and cream. Boy, what a team. You'll never find two other guys compatible as steak and fries.
Yeah, you seriously need to see it now. Waff, I legit want to see your reaction to it. I remember I showed that movie to my cousins. Because for some reason we had it on VHS at the cab. It was funny, it was at the cabin where Ask Mario was actually I initially first started working on Ask Mario. And I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see their reaction. As soon as Tom and Jerry started talking, they were like,
What? Excuse me?
and they were like, this is horrible, and they just left the room. Okay, so let's see, got another question for you. Let's see. So usually this is the part where I ask, what are your thoughts and opinions on your characters you voice? In your case, you only voice Cranky Kong on Ask Mario, but who knows? Maybe I'll ask you to voice another character someday. You never know. But yeah, like, what are your thoughts on Cranky Kong overall? I think he's a pretty awesome character. He's pretty fun.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. He's just really fun to voice. Like, being, like, pretty unfiltered with, like, what he has to say, how angry he could say things, and also just being, like, pretty, like, what's the word? He says it how it is. He has no shame in insulting any other character.
Yeah, let's hope Cranky doesn't get a Twitter account anytime soon. He would say some stuff that would, like, DK would have to pull him away from the computer, be like, Cranky, you're gonna get us in trouble. You're gonna... You know what I mean? I don't even want to imagine what he would say. Actually, no, he'd probably just complain about modern games, and that's it. In that case, he'd fit in on Twitter just fine.
Not to like spoil too much from, like, but he does have like a little bit of a fourth wall break in that with one of his dialogue lines.
Yeah, wait, which line are you talking about a specific line, or?
He said, like, I think in one of the interactions he says that he didn't even, like, ask to be in part of the DLC to begin with.
Oh, really? In Bonanza
Yeah.
he says that? That's awesome.
Yeah, in the Emerald Rush DLC, I believe he does say that. It's just really funny.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I played a lot of the Emerald DLC. I was thinking of maybe playing it again after we beat DK Bonanza. I don't know for sure, because I already did one episode focused on the DLC. But alright, that's good to know. At least he has one line where he breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah, I've only been, like, touching the Emerald Rush a bit just to get, like, those timed exclusive statues, which I'm kind of surprised that's even a thing in a Donkey Kong game, but I've been getting every single one of them, and I really had to be there to get the Jungle Beat ones.
Oh,
Jungle Beat's one of my favorite Donkey Kong games for sure.
Oh yeah, I played Jungle Beat too back in the day. That was a really fun game. I don't have it anymore, but I still have the bongos. I'm never getting rid of those.
I had like 3 pairs of DK bongos at one point because they just all like appeared at a Goodwill years ago, and I sold them to my local game store. And then like about like I think 2 years ago, I went to that same game store. I'd asked like, "Hey, do you guys have DK bongos?" Like, "Oh yeah, we do, right here." I bought a pair, and the pair that I bought was one of the pairs that I sold to them.
That's awesome.
And I noticed because one of the DK bongos had like a small tiny hole in the rubber padding, and that's the one that I ended up buying. I was like, wow, the prodigal son DK bongos is great. Like I thought about returning it because like I don't know, maybe in the long run I don't want like dust to get inside the DK bongos, but I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna stick with it. This was meant to be.
So in a way, you kind of recreated that scene from the Bubble Stand episode of SpongeBob, where it's like, I need to borrow a quarter. Oh, thanks. And then he gives it back, except in reverse. It's like you gave it to them and then you took it back.
You're as beautiful as the day I lost your DK bongos.
Alright, sounds like we got another super chat.
Yeah, from Ryan Gregory 2, who donated $5. Thank you for that. Hi guys, how you doing? I just realized something. Mario and Luigi with power shrooms are pretty much like Popeye and a spinach. Crazy, huh? Yeah, I'd say so.
In a way, except they don't probably more so when they get like a power star, right? Because Popeye is practically invincible after he has his spinach, right?
Yeah, Popeye is basically just invincible when he eats his spinach. But I wouldn't be surprised if that was like a slight inspiration, because I mean, the first Donkey Kong game was initially supposed to be a Popeye game.
Yeah, I think that's so funny. Imagine if they ended up going through with that. Like, what would things look like today? What would the gaming industry look like today if that were the case?
Yeah, that's really interesting to think about.
Wow. In some alternate timeline where they did get the license to use Popeye, like, would this be would my channel be Ask Popeye? Would this be a Popeye themed channel?
Maybe.
Oh, I'd have to learn how to do a Popeye impression instead of Mario and Luigi voices. I don't know if I could even do that. That's funny. Huh. All right. Let's see. Oh, so we just we read off the latest super chat.
Yeah, Orion's super chat was the latest one.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much for the donation. Okay, let me find the next question I have for you, Waff. Let's see. What was your first video game?
My first video game? I think it was Pong. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that old. Okay. I'm trying to like remember what it was, cause like I was a 2000s kid, and
gotcha.
If there's any other 2000s kids in the chat, well, you'll probably grew up in like a weird split era where like the 90s were still just kind of around a bit, but we were also getting like the 2000 stuff. So
I was born in the early 90s, but more of my memories are in the early 2000s. So I'm kind of like a 90s/2000s kid, you could say.
Yeah. I'm definitely more of a 2000s adjacent kid though.
Okay.
But let me see, cause I know when I was the earliest video game memory I could think of is when I was 5 years old, and I had my mom and aunts to hand me down Super Nintendo, but I also had a GameCube.
Oh, wow.
But I have more fond memories of the Super Nintendo than I do the GameCube at that, like when I was like 5 at least. Because I think the only game I had when I was 5 on the GameCube was Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. And don't get too excited. I didn't get too far in it. I game overed on like the first Goomba fight in the Rogueport sewers. And then I never touched the game again at that point in time. But I believe my first video game was definitely Super Mario All-Stars for the Super Nintendo.
I'm sorry, I cannot process anything else in my mind right now. I'm still stunned by what you just told me a few seconds ago.
I really just casually just walked around me not getting through Thousand Year Door. I was 5. Okay.
Okay, honestly, if I were around that age when I first played the game, I'd probably do the same thing too. That game was challenging when I first played it as a kid. I was like 11 when it came out, but it was kind of hard. I didn't even beat that game as a kid. I got to the final boss and I couldn't beat it, so it wasn't until I was older that I finally did. But anyways,
when I was like 12, that's when I think it was like 12 or 11. That's when I got back to it. I was like, you know what? Let me like actually like play through that game. And then I remember my brother like, well, my brother would be more of like an observer when I would play single player games, rather than like wanting to play it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I managed to the game, and I was like, yeah, that was really fun. I wish I played it sooner, but also I was 5. But what could you do? So I want to say my first video game was definitely Super Mario All-Stars. That's like my first Mario game.
Yeah, dude. That's a good one
and
to start with.
I remember I didn't get too far in, well, any of the Mario games, honestly. I remember my aunt because my aunt knew like all the secrets in Mario 3 and stuff, so she taught me like the one secret where you crouch behind like you crouch behind one of the levels and you get like the first warp whistle.
Uh-huh. Nice, that's cool. So your aunt is a bit of a gamer, or was at least around the time?
My mom and my aunt definitely were more intertwined with gaming when they were younger. My mom could still play Mario fine enough. I'm sure my aunt probably could too.
Nice.
They haven't like touched games in years.
Yeah, I remember.
But I want to say my aunt. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry, you go ahead.
I want to say my aunt was probably like a little bit more like game oriented than my mom, or maybe they were like both equally in tune with games. I know my mom did have fond memories of Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, my mom. Let's see. I remember the day. My mom's not the best at platforming games, but she did try Mario 64 once when I was a little kid, and I saw her beat the first Bowser boss fight, and she was so proud of herself. She was like, "Oh, I did it! I can't believe I did it!" Oh, she was like so proud of herself. And like over Thanksgiving, like I showed her Mario Kart World, and she had to have auto steering and auto acceleration on. She's not as She's not as good at Mario Kart as she used to be a whiz at Mario Kart 64. She'd always kick my dad's butt because she got more time with practicing, but not as much anymore.
I know my mom would also like play Street Fighter 2 a lot, and she would play as Chun-Li mainly.
Oh, okay.
And she's pretty good at it, but I know like last time when we played, because it was like the old version of Street Fighter 2 where I don't think play as the same character. I ended up picking Chun-Li first before she did, because Chun-Li's the character I play as in Street Fighter games. And I felt bad like beating her that badly because she only ever plays as Chun-Li. She doesn't play as the other characters.
She never gave Zangief a try, or
she played as Ryu when I like fought her. But yeah, Mario All-Stars was like the earliest first video game I could think of. I remember playing Mario 2 a lot, Mario 3 on occasion, because my aunt would teach me cheat codes. And I played a little bit of Lost Levels, and I remember like thinking like, wow, this is really hard.
Oh god, dude, don't even get me started. I don't think I really played that game till college, and I was like, seriously? Why did they make it so hard? Like, there's a reason they didn't sell that game in anywhere outside of Japan when it first came out, because it's so friggin' hard. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's cray-cray.
I guess the only other thing I could think of is I had a Game Boy Advance, I think like a year or two after I was like 5 years old, and that's where I really got my start getting into Donkey Kong's games, and that's where like things really just hit for me.
Sweet.
I had
So did you ever play DK64?
Yeah, I did. I'm trying to remember how I even like got a Nintendo 64 as a kid. So back in Pennsylvania, where I used to live, oh, hang on, was there a super chat? I'll read it. Do you mind if I read the super chat real quick before I answer the question?
Yeah, I guess you can do it really quick.
Yeah, ready. Uriah Kong Official has donated $2. Thank you for that donation, Uriah. Hey Slick, any ideas for non-Mario guest characters?
Oh, and Ask Mario? Oh, believe me, I get asked this question all the time. If I had a nickel for every time somebody asks, like, hey, when's Sonic gonna be on the show? When's Kirby gonna show up? Oh, trust me, it's, the thought has crossed my mind. A lot of people have asked. Maybe someday. Right now we're focusing more on Mario characters, because there's still plenty to go. But, you know, maybe Sonic, or, I don't know, maybe some Pokemon or something will show up someday. You never know. But yeah, thank you very much for the donation. Oh, also, sounds like we just got a... Did we just get a channel member?
I saw the pop-up, I didn't get to, like, read it. It was like a Bowser pop-up.
Oh, somebody probably subscribed. That's probably what happened. Did Bowser have his resting, it's a word that rhymes with snitch face?
Trying to think of a Mario enemy that has, like, a similar like, sounding name.
Wait, somebody in the chat asked when... Oh, it's Sonics. Frickin' Sonics. Slick, when is the IRS coming to the show? Oh, you're so funny, Sonics. He's a friend of mine. Anyways.
Get Doomslayer.
Yeah, sure, Doomslayer. Yeah, Doomslayer's coming to Ask Mario. That's the most kid-friendly character in gaming. Is gonna come on Ask Mario, sure.
Where was I with the DK64 thing? Yeah, the way I got a Nintendo 64 was, like, extremely weird. So... when we used to live in Pennsylvania, we used to have a garage that had, like, 3 different, like, rooms for, 3 different cars, but we mainly used it for storage. So, I would like to go in there, like, for my days off and cool, just to, like, explore, because, maybe my dad has, like, some cool stuff that I could find, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for some reason, there was just a Nintendo 64 sitting in one of, like, the little, like, parking garages that we had there. And it just had a copy of Madden for the Nintendo 64 just sitting inside there. It was like Madden, the controller was there, like everything was there for the Nintendo 64. And we didn't know whose it was. It wasn't my dad's, because my dad never... Given my dad's upbringing, he never really played any video games. The most video games he ever played was like, he played on his Sega Genesis with like a cousin of his. But he never like owned any video games at all, or like really played them. So... And the N64 wasn't my mom or aunt's either, because they only had a Super Nintendo. So, we just had the mysterious Nintendo 64 there that worked completely. And we only had Madden on it. And I remember booting it up, and I was like, this isn't a Mario game. I don't know why I read Madden thinking it was a Mario game, but yep, that's what I did. So then, eventually... I believe my folks just, like, used the eBay class fields or something. It's like the Craigslist equivalent for eBay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's still around. And they got a Jungle Green... They got, like, the Donkey Kong 64 bundle with DK64, the expansion pack. And it came with several games, like Mario 64, Pokemon Stadium, San Francisco Rush, and a motorcycle game that... escaping, like, the name... I forgot the name of it, but it was like this motorcycle racing game for the N64, and Mario Party 2.
Oh, I think you're thinking of Excite Bike? That might be it?
No, it definitely wasn't Excite Bike 64. It was, probably, like, find what it is later. But it definitely wasn't, like, a Nintendo IP.
Gotcha.
So, so we got that, and that's how I found out about DK64, and I played it. I still have that same cartridge. I don't have the Jungle Green N64 anymore, unfortunately. But they seem relatively easy to get. I still have a Jungle Green controller, Atomic Purple controller. I still have Mario Party 2. Mario 64 and Pokemon Stadium I don't have anymore, unfortunately. But I do have an EverDrive cartridge where I can play, like, any N64 game I wanted to. But to go back to DK real quick, I do owe DK64 a lot. Like forming my love for Donkey Kong, even though I haven't beaten it yet. I still have that cartridge that I had all the way as a kid.
Why?
And the save file's still intact too. I've never beaten the game, no.
Have you just not beat, like, all of my favorite games? Is that what I'm understanding? What's going on?
I've beaten Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. I've beaten DKC 2 several times. DK64 I just haven't, like, beaten it yet, because I'm like, how do I want to go about it? Because a friend of mine recently, like, played DK64 with, like, the swap barrel mod, where you could tag as the characters anywhere. I'm like, that sounds really convenient.
Oh yeah.
And that would be like a really nice way to like revisit that game for me. But also, it's like I want to like make the child in me happy by going and like finishing that save file that I had all those years ago.
So did you finish the
You
mod
know.
version with the swap barrel, or?
I never touched it at all. So I'm like,
okay.
I'm in a crossroads where like, do I want to continue that save file that I had all those years ago as a kid, just to like complete that part of my childhood, or do I just want to forego that and like play the mod? But I think I'm just gonna like play the save file and finish it. I just gotta see like what I have to 100%.
Nice.
As hard as that game is to 100%. But DK64 definitely is a game I do love, especially the music. The music has always been an earworm to me.
Dude, when they brought back the DK Island theme from that game and DK Bonanza, I was so happy. Like, it hit me in all the nostalgia feels. Like, it struck that, like, so hard.
Yeah. That really hit nice. And, like, the Rambi racing theme... The Rambi theme from DK64 also coming back caught me off guard, too. I'm like, what?
Yeah. That was
That and,
pretty
like,
awesome.
Are we gonna keep, like, Bonanza spoilers out of this stream, or no?
I guess we might as well, in case anybody here hasn't finished Bonanza. Might as well.
Alright, well...
You just keep it vague.
Well, I'll keep this one thing vague. The motif they used for something late into the game caught me off guard, and I genuinely did not expect that to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, for sure.
I think I do. I think I do. Okay, let's see, let me ask you another question before we do another question from the live chat. We talked about some of your first video games. What are some of your favorite video games?
Ooh. Let me hop on my backlogged account, because I have like a top 5. But I do have a good amount of favorites, but I'll talk about like the 5. So my number 1 favorite video game of all time is Donkey Kong Country 2: Diddy's Conquest.
Oh, yeah. I love that game.
For the Super Nintendo. Even though, like, I was introduced to DKC2 through the Game Boy Advance port. And I got a funny little story about that. So, when I had a GBA, I had that, I had DKC2, and I had DKC1. I didn't have DKC3. I didn't even know there was a 3 at that point. I don't know where my cartridge DKC1 went, but my copy of DKC2, I would, like, play that so much. But I would also notice that, like, my saves wouldn't, like, work properly. And I'm like, oh, man. I wish this game could save properly, because I'm really enjoying it. And, like, I think the furthest I got was to, like, World 3 in DKC2 at that point.
Huh.
And my cartridge for DKC2 looked, hang on, let me grab a picture of it. You can probably see it on Discord. Cart. So, Slick's probably just going to see this on his end. So, this is the cartridge of DKC2 that I had as a kid. And, apparently, I come to find out years later, that it was actually a bootleg cartridge that I had.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
It was a bootleg cartridge.
I mean, dude, it looks legit. Seriously, it looks legit from what I've seen.
Yeah, no, I for the longest time I thought that was just a legitimate copy of DKC2, but no, it wasn't. It was a bootleg cartridge.
Here, let me put
It was the real game.
Let me put it on screen for everybody to see. Yeah, that looks real.
Yeah.
Dang, man.
Yeah, I found that out because I brought it up in a Discord server I'm in, and my friend's like, dude, you had a bootleg cartridge. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, that's the region code for Donald Duck going quackers on the Game Boy Advance.
I remember that.
And I'm like, I found it funny that my friend like knew that off the bat.
That's funny.
So this is the funny thing. So I had a bootleg cartridge of DKC2 on the GBA. It had a region code for a completely unrelated game that was released in the US. And on top of that, the ROM that was flashed onto my copy of the game was a European version of DKC2, so I had a different title screen.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, the different regional, the different regions for DKC2 and the GBA had different title screens, and for the European version, it was like Diddy Kong and Dixie like swimming in Lockjaw's locker. While in the North American version, it would just be like, you know, the box art of Super Nintendo game.
Huh.
And the reason why my save battery wouldn't work was, well, yeah, it was a bootleg cartridge. It was made with like the save batteries that Pokemon games would have. So once I learned about that years ago, I replaced the save battery and the game like worked fine. I was like, oh wow, this is perfect. But I just genuinely thought that was a legitimate copy of DKC2 that had a save battery, and it went like, no, it was a bootleg copy the entire time. And I guess my folks got it from like some of the many retro game stores in Pennsylvania. Yeah,
That's really funny. Holy cow.
it really is. But I despite playing a bootleg version of DKC2, that is still one of my favorite games of all time. I mean, I replay the Super Nintendo version all the time, but I owe that game a lot to my taste in video games in general.
All right, Nintendrawer and I, we play that game at least once a year.
I do races with my friend Fuzzman. Like, we would like race each other on DKC1 and DKC2. And DKC3 we did a bit, but Fuzz is not a huge fan of DKC3, and I genuinely can't blame him. DKC3 I do have a soft spot for, but it definitely is the weaker of the trilogy.
Yeah, I will say I'm not super crazy about DKC3. It's not bad. I just whenever I try to play it, I lose interest very quickly. To me, it's just such a downgrade from the second game. I don't know.
It's very inconsistent.
Yeah, you can tell like it wasn't made by the same team.
Yeah, because they were working on Banjo at the time, so like, you know, it was like a B team working on it. But I have a soft spot for it, and I appreciate like the little nods it got in Bonanza.
Oh yeah.
Now, in terms of like other favorite games I have, probably a controversial opinion for some people in the chat, maybe, I don't know, but my favorite Mario game of all time is Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh wow. Nice. Yeah, that's a good game.
That is like by far my favorite one, and sometimes I don't agree with the takes of it being like the worst one. There's a lot of things that people say about it nowadays that I don't agree with. I really wish it was a game that had more time in the oven, because it definitely would be regarded as one of Mario's best games.
Yeah, it's definitely a flawed game, but
yeah,
I still enjoy it, despite its issues. I think it's more of its issues are in like the second half of the game than anything in the first half.
Yeah. Then for other games I really like, favorite indie game of all time for me, which is kind of title with another one, but the main one I really like is Cuphead. Cuphead is my favorite indie game of all time, number one. The only other game that I could think of that rivals that love I have for Cuphead is definitely Pizza Tower.
Okay.
But Cuphead I really, really love. I'm really glad it came out and it was as good as it was, because I remember like finding out about it years ago when Studio MDHR posted a little teaser, like before they got the funding from Microsoft to like make Cuphead into what it is today.
Oh, I didn't know they got funding from Microsoft to make that game.
Yeah, they did.
Huh, okay.
And
okay, so we should probably move on to another subject now.
yeah, that's fair.
So could you please find a question in the chat to read off?
Yeah, sure. See, like a few funny ones. Could Waffle say "Hawk to a man" like the Smiling Friends episode in the Cranky Kong voice?
If you want to.
Hawk to a man.
I don't know. To Slickframe. What is your thoughts on the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Can you tell it's pretty wild, and I'm really excited to watch it when it comes out in theaters on April the 3rd.
What's the name of the person who asked that question?
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. Aaron G Boy's releasing 2001 is asking me that question.
Aaron? Okay. For those of you who get that reference, you're awesome. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm certainly excited for it. I do think I've talked about this before. I do think it's they're going into space a little too soon. I think they should have waited for like maybe a third movie to do that, because like I don't know how they're gonna top the leap into space in a third movie. Hopefully they've got some big plans for that to go even bigger and better. I don't know how they're gonna do it though. Hopefully they didn't jump the gun on that, but I mean, it certainly looks good, that's for sure. It certainly looks like it'll be a lot of fun. The first movie was a lot of fun, so yeah, if they got the same team behind it, I think they're gonna do a great job. We'll see, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm in the boat where I'm not super excited about it, because it's like, oh, well, it's more Galaxy stuff. I don't hate the Galaxy games at all, but it feels like they definitely wanted to just, like, pull Galaxy now because of all the nostalgia going around for it now, especially with, like, the recent collection, too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Galaxy is one of the most beloved Mario games of all time, so I don't blame them for wanting to capitalize on that. Business-wise, it's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, it's a smart thing to do, but it's also, like, really, like, not as surprising for me, at least.
You would have wanted a Mario Sunshine movie, is that what it is?
I kind of would have preferred... Okay, yeah, if I were in the room, it's like, yo, make a Sunshine movie, but, realistically, I wanted something like... I guess something with, like, Yoshi's Island a bit, because, I mean, Yoshi's there.
Yeah, they got a bunch of characters in it, like, Yoshi's gonna be in it. I heard rumors that Wario is gonna be in it. That may have been leaked. I don't know for sure if that's true, though. For all I know, that could have just been a mistake with typing or a mistranslation or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe. That movie could not catch a break with, like, leaks. I remember, like, I saw, like, Yoshi's design because, like, I think, like, Walmart leaked, like, some sugar cookies.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah, I remember that.
Let me see. You mind if I read off, like, another question in the chat?
Oh, sure, but then after that, I gotta read off the next question I have for you.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Because, let me see. I'm trying to pronounce his name. Chiebuka Chibi Zoraidu? I don't know if I pronounced that.
Zawarudo.
Zawarudo. But he's been asking this question a few times to Waffle. What do you think of Uncle Al's Donkey Kong Country Abridged series and his voice as Cranky Kong? I haven't seen his Abridged series in a good bit, but I remember finding it pretty funny when I saw it. I remember the Cranky Kong voice leaned more into sounding like Gilbert Gottfried more than Aaron Tager.
Yeah,
which isn't a bad thing.
It's funny you say that. I do think if Gilbert Gottfried were still alive, I think he could have made a decent Cranky Kong.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Gilbert definitely would have, like, aced that. Rest in peace to him, though. He was a really funny guy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I want to talk about this. Like, the time he made me laugh the hardest was, like, with a really, really inappropriate joke.
I think I might know what you're talking about, but to, like, at least, like, go around, like, walk around that a bit.
Let's just say it's a joke. It rhymes with the word Aristocats.
His voice as Iago in Aladdin was also, like, really...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Absolutely.
Look at this. I don't know why Kamek has, I don't know why he has all this blue on his mouth, but we can't have that, can we?
Maybe he ate blueberry pie.
Yeah, sure, that's the reason. Okay, let me, let me find the next question I have for you, Waff.
Sure.
Okay, so, what are some of your other favorite franchises, and are you a part of any other fandoms?
I kind of just keep, like... I don't really, like... I wouldn't say I'm a part of, like, any fandoms, really, but, like, in terms of just interacting with, like, fan stuff, I am, like, pretty loud about how I feel about Donkey Kong. Like, I love Donkey Kong a lot. Anybody that, like, knows me, like, prior to Ask Mario, they will, like, when they think of Donkey Kong, they'll think of me.
Nice, good.
And I'm also pretty loud with, my love for Treasure Co. Limited's games. So like Dynamite Heady, Gunstar Heroes, Mischief Makers. Some games probably some people don't know in here, but I'm pretty loud with how I feel about those games too. Treasure made like one of the most, a bunch of really fun games, and they also were responsible for Wario's one and only 3D game, Wario World, on the GameCube.
Oh, you know what? It's funny you talk about that, because I was thinking of maybe streaming that at some point.
It's a really fun game. I replayed it. I told you about it a while ago. I replayed it a while ago just to mess with the retro achievement stuff, and that was pretty fun. Really hard a set of achievements to master though, but really fun. Wario World is a weird game, and it was made by a bunch of not normal people. Treasure is was full of not normal people. A lot of them, from what I recall, they've just branched out and worked on. They work at other studios or do their own indie games here and there. I believe like right now, Treasure has like less than 10 people nowadays.
I am curious what you mean by not normal people.
Have you played anything of like Wario World at all, or no?
I tried that game once several years ago, but it didn't really grab me. So what do you? I'm curious what you mean.
Treasure, from what I can give, the best example I could say about Treasure is that they are definitely like a set of weird folks that will do the craziest ideas for like boss characters in their games. Because the common thing about their games is they really like doing bosses. And in Mischief Makers for the Nintendo 64, there's a boss where the main character, Marina Lightyears, is riding on a cat, and she has to throw missiles back at a boss. In Gunstar Heroes, there's a floating face with a clown nose named Melon Bread. He literally doesn't do any damage to the player at all, but you have to like kill him to progress. And Melon Bread has been referenced in several other games. Funnily enough, he was referenced in Cuphead. Mangosteen, one of the bosses in King Dice's palace. He's the 8-ball with like the floating mouth. That's a reference to Melon Bread from Gunstar Heroes.
Huh.
And then for Wario World, all the bosses are just out there. They are not normal.
Yeah,
I don't want to spoil anything for you, but they're not normal bosses.
I've seen a little footage. I know there's like a gator that's kind of weird looking, and then there's like one that looks like a demented Battletoad or something.
Yeah, Dino Mighty and Greenfish.
I remember in Wario Land 4 on Game Boy Advance, you fight this mouse who inflates this freaky looking teddy bear. That is definitely one of the weirdest boss fights I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, Wario Land 4 definitely had some weird bosses as well. I think back to like Cractus, and I was really surprised to see that they brought him back for Wario Land. No, WarioWare Move It on the Switch.
Wait, they brought who back?
This plant boss from Wario Land 4 named Cractus.
Oh, okay. I'm sure I'd remember it if I saw it.
Yeah, it's like it was that yellow-headed like Venus flytrap boss that would like turn Wario into a zombie.
Ah, okay. Okay.
And then I was gonna to like real quick, and I guess like recent fan thing I've been into is I've been getting into the Castlevania games recently. I've beaten 14 of them.
Oh, wow, okay.
I've still got a good bit to go, but I've been really loving what I've been playing to Castlevania. So far, Rondo of Blood is my favorite one, followed up by like Bloodlines for the Genesis and a few of the others. A really good series.
Yeah, sadly that's a series I never got into, but I mean, I've heard the music is really, really good, and I mean, they made an anime based off of it, and they're still making them to this day, so it must be a really good series.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely one that you would have to like rewire your brain a bit to get into, because being a Donkey Kong fan, going fast and really doing precise platforming like that with this, it does take a bit to get used to like humble yourself with Castlevania, where you kind of have to slow down and really analyze boss patterns, challenges set for you. It's a really fun series. But okay. Yeah, that's what I've been keeping up with.
Cool. All right. Okay, could you please find another question in the live chat?
Yeah, sure. Let me see. I'm trying to find one. Nerio the Gamer has a question for me, question for Waffle. What motivated you to do voice act? Alright, I did answer this around the start of the stream, but I'll keep it pretty brief. Just watching a lot of cartoons and YTPs. I just wanted it to like be pretty funny in school. So that's what mainly got me into voice acting, just really wanted to make people laugh and just messing around with my voice. That's just like me just shorting what I said earlier when Slick asked me that question.
Getting to make people laugh with silly voices, it is an absolute pleasure. I love getting to make people's days with the silly voices I can do. It's so fun. I love making I love making kids laugh or make them smile when they find out that I can imitate Mario and Luigi. Also, I remember one time there's like this kid. I was like on a hike somewhere, and there were like a bunch of kids on like a field trip, I think, nearby. One of them had a Mario and Luigi shirt, and I was like, "Hey, I like your shirt." And then I said,
"Hello, I'm Luigi."
And they're like, oh, "How do you do?" They're like, "How do you do that?" And I was like,
"What do you mean? This is my voice. This is how I talk. I'm Luigi."
And she just looked at me like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." You think I'm stupid?
I remember like years ago when I was like a kid. I remember like we were at Target and there was like an employee that did like a Mario impression, and I thought that was like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. Because it is the coolest thing ever. Those of us who can do Mario impressions, we are known as the coolest guys on the planet.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Woohoo!
But my favorite, my favorite Mario voice is definitely like it's an uncommon one, but I really like Mark Grau's Mario voice. But that's me being biased because of watching YT Kid. Mark Grau is the voice of Mario and Luigi for Hotel Mario.
Oh, of course. Luigi, look!
It's from Bowser, dear pesky plumbers.
Did you know all toasters toast toast?
Did you bring a light?
No.
Well, maybe a Koopa will lend us ears. If we persuade him.
Wow, I've never heard that one. That's not ominous or creepy at all.
Yeah, no.
That is not in character. That is not something Luigi would say.
I think my favorite line was with Mario just saying like, "Hey you, get off of my cloud!" To like Lemmy Koopa, he turns on a big fan and like Lemmy just gets blown away.
I haven't seen all the cutscenes from Hotel Mario. I might need to one of these days for like, if anything, for research purposes.
They're funny. I remember years back like a beta was found somehow at a Goodwill. And apparently Bowser actually did have a voice in the intro. Also done by Mark Pro.
Huh. So he pretty much voiced all the dudes in that game, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Kind of went something like,
Dear pesky plumbers, the Koopalings and I have taken over the Mushroom Kingdom and turned it into our own Club Koopa Resort.
Something like that. And then, like, oh yeah, I was gonna read this chat because I think you noticed it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Ryan Gregory 2 has donated $10. Hey Slick, about my Mario similar to Popeye thing. It's totally up to you, but maybe you could make a Popeye inspired skit with the Ask Mario cast at some point. Food for thought, though.
An Ask Mario inspired what?
A Popeye inspired skit for
skit
for the Ask Mario cat. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Hey, never say never. We might reference that at some point. You never know. Thank you very much for the coins, Ryan Gregory.
You the best.
Yeah, absolutely, thank you. I think back to like really funny Popeye scenes. Oh man, I think one of them was like Popeye punching a cow and it just turns into an entire meat market. I can't imagine Mario doing that though.
What? That's you know what? If it's an old cartoon, I'm not surprised. Some pretty crazy, trippy things happen in those cartoons, and you just don't question it. You're just like, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized I need to fix. There's something I realized I need to fix. You want to see how like how nitty gritty on the details I am? If you look closely at this part right here, when I turn this PNG on and off, there's like a weird. Probably because I brushed over it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I think
It's such a tiny detail.
Yeah,
Most people probably will never notice it, but
No, dude, you and I are like the same when it comes to like coloring art like this, because I'm the exact same way.
You're very anal about details, like me.
Yes.
Yeah, I've driven some of the artists on Ask Mario a little crazy, where I'm like, can you please make sure to fix that, or, like, cover that dot? And they're like, dude, nobody is going to notice. Why do you care? I'm like, I'm sorry.
When I do commissions, like, I'm very, very meticulous about that too, because like even the clients don't even notice like those little things. But let me see. There's a few questions in here for me if you don't mind me reading them.
Let's see. I do have a. Here, let me look. Okay, so just so you guys know, we have about 40 minutes left in the stream. I do have a few more questions that I need to ask you from the list.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead. I don't want to stop that at all.
You can read through them really quick if you'd like. We still got time.
Sure. Let's see. The Legendary Sorcerer 3424 has asked to Waffle, any thoughts on the Skylander series? The Skylander series is something I've never played. I've kept an eye on it. Well, okay, not really, but I've seen it here and there when doing some cool stuff. I thought it was neat that like Donkey Kong and Bowser were in one of them. I do like some of the character designs from Skylanders. Stealth Elf and Eyebrawl are like up there for me with like being funny looking characters I like.
Stealth Elf. Huh, that's an interesting name. I kind of like that one.
Yeah.
That makes of course now that makes me think of Arthur Christmas or Prep Landing.
Let me see. CGMB777 asks, Waffle, did you try Symphony of the Night? So how was it? Actually, I've been holding off on Symphony of the Night. To be really quick on that, I wanted to get through the Game Boy Advance and DS Castlevanias before I do Symphony of the Night, because Symphony of the Night is highly regarded as one of the best video games of all time. And all the games that came after that, well, you know, they didn't really measure up to that game from what I've heard. So I wanted to, you know, play those games first to get like a blind impression on them before tackling Symphony of the Night.
Gotcha.
Then last question.
So that way it's like playing. You don't play the classic first, so that way it's not all downhill from there, essentially.
Yeah. So yeah. I wanted to go in with like, you know, going in and appreciating those games for, you know, what they bring to the table rather than playing Symphony of the Night and having that expectation that it's going to measure up to it.
Gotcha. I feel you.
Then, yeah. Then the last question I'll read before you continue giving me questions. Davido884 asks, hello, Waffle. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Davido. I have a question for you. What's your favorite food? I'll be simple. I either alternate between like cheeseburgers or pizza, but I'm a pretty open book, and I like trying like different things here and there. I'm an open book with food. I used to be picky with food, but nowadays I want to try like a lot of things that are outside of my comfort zone. It's always new. It's always great to try new things, you know.
Oh, you clearly read Green Eggs and Ham as a kid, then.
I actually did.
Yeah.
I actually did. I actually had it as a yep.
So did I, but you know what? I think you probably follow that message a little more than I do. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I got a really good song to pick. Let's see. From Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Wow, where is it? Where is it? It's that jazzy... Come on, where's the...
I'm trying to find like the jazzy version of the Jungle Japes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I am.
that's a good one.
I love that song. I want to find an extended version of it. Whatevs. I'll just stick with this short version. I'll just keep it on loop. Anyways.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay, so I guess it's time for me to ask you another question now.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. So... do you have any Nintendo merch?
Yeah, I have a good amount. It's something I've been like recently like doing now because, well, yeah, I have like the cash for it. But yeah, I do have a good bit of Nintendo merch. I recently got the Sonic plushes of Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, and Oh, is the stream like still going, by the way? Because I see it's like loading on my end.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's buffering.
Yeah, it's fine on my end.
Oh, it might just be my end then. Alright, but yeah, I got like the Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong plushes. I got several amiibo here and there. I recently got the Simon and Richter amiibos because, I mean, I've been getting into Castlevania. But, and I also got like the Lego Donkey Kong set with like the... It's the one with like the Double Dash DK Jumbo Cart. That's what I got.
Oh,
I built it. It was pretty fun. Yeah. I'm trying to get more Donkey Kong merch, but a lot of it is kind of hard to find. At least for certain characters. I know K. Rool doesn't really have that much merchandise.
Yeah, K. Rool. I mean, he's been out of the spotlight for so long. It's not a surprise. They don't make as many DK games as they do like Mario or Zelda games, so they probably figured that K. Rool merch wouldn't sell as well, which is sad because he's a great character. But well, what can you do?
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. I guess we're good to answer questions from the live chat again.
Yeah, sure. I don't know why the like live chat is like the stream's bugging on like my end, but I have it up on my phone. Let me see if there's any questions here.
All right.
Waffle, have you ever played Mario and Luigi Brothership? This was asked by Uranium Girly. Thank you for the question. I have not played Brothership. Personally, I think I could live without playing it.
Yeah, I'll keep it brief because I've mentioned this several times on stream now. I myself am not a big fan of Brothership. I don't hate it. I'm just not crazy about it.
I really like Bowser's Inside Story, and like initially at some point I thought highly of Mario and Luigi Dream Team, but I never like finished it at that point. I went back and played it in 2022 to like finish it, and oh, I did not like that game.
Really?
It feels like they really tried to capture. They tried to like do another Bowser's Inside Story. That's kind of how it felt like to me, but they didn't really fully understand what made Bowser's Inside Story so great. And there's just a lot of like padding that drags Dream Team a lot. It drags it down a lot for me. So
like near the end of the game, when there's like a bunch of backtracking you got to do.
That and like just a mix. It was a mix of that and like some of the fetch quest stuff. I know what bothered me the most was like getting like the Ulta bed parts.
I only beat the game once, so like I vaguely remember that part of the end of the game. I will say I do like Dream Team more than Bowser's Inside Story. I think I probably do, but I do
really.
But I do get why you. But I get why you say that, because like there are definitely things about Bowser's Inside Story that are better for sure.
I think the other thing that also just kind of disappointed me about Dream Team was it just kind of was filled with a bit of missed opportunities for certain like cool things. Like they brought some characters back for, you know, from the previous Mario and Luigi games, but they kind of just felt like they were only there just for like, yeah, just a little fan service, but nothing really like continuity based. And then, you know, in terms of like enemies and stuff, I kind of wish they like really channeled into like other things that Luigi would be like afraid of or know of. Like it would have been cool to have like the ghosts from Luigi's Mansion be like enemies in the dream world, for instance.
Oh yeah, man, that would have been cool. Yeah, it's just like how it would have been cool if in Mario and Luigi Paper Jam they had more characters from the Paper Mario series show up. That would have been great.
Yeah, and like I keep saying it whenever I bring up Dream Team, but it would have been cool to have like subcon enemies and like Wart as like a secret boss in Dream Team.
Oh, yeah, that would have been cool. Nintendo doesn't really do that very often. They don't go make references. I don't know. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't.
They've gotten more celebratory with Mario 2 nowadays, so yeah.
Huh.
But like characters like Ward, it's like, nah, he's just kind of there. I think the last time they acknowledged him was in like a Nintendo company employee pamphlet, where they got like new 2D art of him, and he looked really good. But yeah.
All right. Let's see. What is? think let me find the next question I have for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Unless was there a question in the live chat that you wanted to read?
Yeah, there's still two of them. I'll be really quick with them. Logan Tyree 103 asks me, question for Waffle, who is your main in Smash Brothers? It's my main in Smash Ultimate is King K. Rool, but I also main Pac-Man.
Somebody pick up that phone because I called it.
Yeah. They were my most wanted characters for Smash Brothers for the longest time, and when Smash 4 came out, I mained Pac-Man. I really don't know how I managed to do that, because I don't really care about tier lists, but Pac-Man is generally one of the worst characters in Smash 4, apparently.
Really?
But, yeah. But he's really bad, somehow. But years back, when I went to, like, a local with some friends, I managed to place, like, 6th place in a tournament with Pac-Man.
Nice. Cool.
And I also played Dr. Mario on the side when I played Smash 4, but in Ultimate I played K. Rool and Pac-Man, and I still do. And the other question was from Green. Oh, thank you for the question, Logan, by the way. The other question that I caught my eye was from Green Irish Cat Gamer, which is for both of us, to Slick and Waffle. Have you played Super Mario RPG?
Oh yeah, I played Mario RPG.
I've played it. It's the most recent Mario RPG I've played. And by most recent, I mean I played it in 2023. I played through the original, and then I played through the remake. Well, actually, I played through the remake a bit earlier. Don't tell anyone I said that, though. But I played it after I beat the original, and I had a really fun time. It was kind of weird to get into it, because I played Paper Mario and the Mario Luigi games first.
Yeah,
but it was also
me
really,
too.
But it was also really neat to see, like, the foundational roots that started the whole Mario RPG series. And also getting to know, like, Geno and Mallow as characters a bit more. I don't think they're, like, the greatest characters of all time, but they're really charming characters, and I really do like them a lot. I can see why people love them.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like Geno has just some really cool character design for sure, and
Yeah.
Mallow's likable. He's a cute kid.
Some of the lines from the original still get me, though. They obviously had to be changed for the remake, but I think back to, like, when Mario was gonna, like, I guess, like, square up and fight one of the characters. Mallow's like, what do you think you are, Bruce Lee?
I knew you were gonna reference that line, because that line sticks out in my mind too, because they do not, like, reference, like, actual people in real life in Mario games anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm ready for the next question whenever you're ready, by the way.
Okay. Alright, I was just fixing up Kamek's chinny chin chin here. Giving him some chin surgery. Okay. Next question. Alright. Are there any upcoming projects you'd like to talk about?
Well, nothing I'm, like, working on extensively now, but I do want to, like, try to hit the ground running this year with, like, making a game with, like, some characters that I've been working on for years and all this and that. And aside from that, just some other art projects I want to tackle, and maybe get some stuff going for, like, my YouTube channel. Because there's some YouTube vid ideas that I want to do, but I just haven't gotten around to it because I just been working. I definitely want to, like, work on those this year. Be really productive on that.
Yeah, I know what it's like to have a full-time job in addition to a YouTube channel that you're very dedicated to. I've been there, man. I've been there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work on top of the work that you're already doing.
Yeah. That's what I have been, like, wanting to, like, work towards, like, with this, like, the new year. It's like, you know, get some YouTube videos out with, like, things I want to talk about, work on more, like, art for myself, and then, like, you know, do some stuff for, like, games I want to make. And, like, on occasion make some, like, stickers and stuff for my characters, because it's been a long time since I've actually done that.
Stickers,
But
huh?
I definitely do want to get back into that. Yeah. I have like a shop on Spring, but, like, all those stickers are, like, old art, so I want to, like, do new art of, like, my characters and stuff and make stickers of them, because I feel like a lot of my characters do lend themselves well to, like, merchandise like that.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with a lot of your artwork, not gonna lie. I kind of feel, not gonna lie, I feel kind of bad for not knowing about it. I feel like I need to look at more of your artwork.
No, there's no worries about that. I don't mind sharing it.
Yeah. You wanna tell me about it, or do you have anything that I could share in on screen here for everybody to see?
Oh, sure, yeah. Give me a minute, I can grab some. I have to head to my... So this is probably like my favorite art piece that I done last year. I'm probably gonna have to like... Let me see, how am I gonna link this? I hope you're able to like display this on the stream.
Yeah, I can do it.
Let me see.
I'll just open it up in
All right.
Photoshop.
So I noticed like some names in the chat are some friends I have like outside of the channel. It's really cool. This is a big file though, so it might take a while to load. But
will it? Okay.
yeah. So if anything, if it comes to that, I'll see if I could just find a compressed version of it.
Okay. All right. Give me a sec. Let me just make sure I finish what I was doing here real quick. I can get very easily distracted and then forget what I was doing. I have the brain of a sparrow. The attention span of a sparrow too. Let's see.
All right. If the link doesn't like load up immediately, then you can use this one.
Okay, just put a reminder for myself. Okay, just gonna put that right there. Alright, let me take a look. See? Ah. Well. Oh, whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Sorry, give me a sec.
Oh, you're good.
Let me just bring this down a little bit.
Yeah, it's a big piece of artwork.
Wow. I get kind of a Roger Rabbit vibe from the car there.
Yeah.
Wow. Who are these characters?
These are all characters and vehicles that I made just on a whim. Because a friend of mine, Revolver, he reached out to me and asked, like, hey, do you mind doing an art for, like, an April Fool's Day joke thing? And he just gave me complete creative control. He wanted me to make a fake box art for a fake racing game with, like, cactus characters.
Ah.
So, yeah, I just made all these characters on a whim. And I learned a lot of things when making this art piece. Because I'd never drawn vehicles before, I haven't worked with vectors before, and I had to finish this within like 13 days.
Wow. Solid work.
Thank you. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making this art piece. The guy in the middle with the red car, his name is Kurt. The character on the left, the girl with the pink bow, her name is Desi. The round guy with the top... the round guy on the top left, and the top hat and the sharp nose, his name is Mayor Pricklepinch, which was a name that a friend of mine, Voxmoth, suggested to do. The guy with, like, the horned hat on the right, like the red glare in his eye, his name is Bull.
Oh, dang.
And then the trio...
He looks like he looks like a Has-Been Hotel character.
Oh, man.
That's a compliment, by the way. He looks awesome.
Thank you. And then the trio up in the middle, which are probably my favorites out of all of them here, is the Barbary Gang. The round guy at the bottom, his name is Landers. The skinny dude, his name's Slick. And the lady behind them doing the noblewoman laugh is Rosary Roliana. I think that's what I named her, yeah. And I based them off of... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, she looks like a character from the Bean Bean Kingdom.
When I was designing them three, I had like the grandest gang from Nadia the Secret of Blue Water in mind, who were homages to the Rumbo gang from Yatterman. And for anyone that doesn't know what those characters are, Yatterman is a Tatsunoko franchise, and Tatsunoko would make like a bunch of 70s anime back in the day. And the Rumbo gang spawned off, and a lot of people made characters inspired by them. And Team Rocket's actually one of the many inspirations. That went off of that, yeah. Like a trio of characters that just kind of are like bumbling idiots, but semi-competent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's probably like my favorite piece of artwork that I've done recently. And then this one I'll share with you, which is like the funniest piece of artwork I've done last year. I just finished this in like 4 hours. I wanted to do a redraw of a frame from The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog with Captain Rescue and Tails, but I drew Chef Saltbaker and Miss Chalice.
Oh, from the original Sonic cartoon, the one with the Jaleel White?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I don't recognize this frame. But
I sent the frame to the chat. It's just a really specific frame that I found really funny.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me bring it up for reference. Ah, I see. Yeah. Huh.
It was so funny to do like Chef Saltbaker's like expression there.
Yeah, you did a solid job, dude. Really good. Really good.
Thank you.
Huh. Okay, cool. All right, let's. Yeah, you're a really good artist. That was really well done.
Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Let's see. Are there any other questions in the live chat to read off? We got about 20 minutes left.
Yeah, I seen one. It was like for you.
Oh, okay.
Exquisite asks. I already know Waff's answer, so Slick. Galaxy or Sunshine?
I'm more of a Sunshine guy personally. Like, even though Galaxy is the Galaxy games are way more polished, and like they play better. I just have more fun with Sunshine. I like how fast it is. I love all the fun tricks you can do and how speedy it is. For me, that's part of why I'm not as into Galaxy. Galaxy is slower, and to me that felt like a downgrade, going from like the really fast movement of Sunshine and all the crazy flips and tricks you could do, and using Flood was so much fun. Yeah, Galaxy just felt a little too simple for me. And I mean, Mario games, it's not that Mario games are super complex in general, but I don't know, there's just something about Sunshine that it just appeals to me a little bit more. I don't know.
You couldn't see me like nodding my head as you were like talking, but I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Everything you said, I completely agree. I have a few more scathing things to say about Galaxy, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to say that here. They're still good games, but absolutely, the speed is what kind of kills them for me in terms of like revisiting them.
Don't lie to our fans, Waff. I know what you really want to say. You want to say, Galaxy freaking sucks! The worst game ever! It's so stupid! Yeah.
I will say the worst 3D Mario game I played was 64 DS.
Yeah, it's, I had fun with it as a kid, but yeah, it is not held up as well, control-wise especially.
Yeah. The Galaxy games, like, they're good, but, like, the speed of them is what kills them for me to, like, go back and play them. Like,
That's what I like about Odyssey. Odyssey brought that speed back.
Odyssey also did a few other things that I wasn't too big on. It's okay, Odyssey isn't a bad game either, but I want to say that it's definitely a Mario game where I feel like I've fallen out of love with it.
I see.
And that's even more amplified with how Bonanza turned out. I think Bonanza.
You think
I'm biased as a DK fan, but yeah, I'm biased as a DK fan, but I'm being honest here. I think Bonanza's the better game.
Hey, nothing wrong
But
with that,
Odyssey's not bad. Yeah, Odyssey's not a bad game, but I've fallen out of love for it for sure. And then the Galaxy games, I definitely do feel that like splendor and wonder that I've had playing them as a kid originally. But they're also really slow, and I can't really get back into them, and I can't see myself 100% them when I do replays. Because when I replay Mario 64 and Sunshine, I 100% them. Galaxy, I can't do that. 100% of them once, and I'm like, I'm not gonna touch this game in the next 10 years.
Oh man, if Jason were here, Jason would be losing his mind right now. Like the first time I told him that I like Super Mario 3D World more than Galaxy, he was like, "What? Excuse me?" He was so baffled. But I mean, rightfully so. I mean, 3D World's like isn't everybody's favorite Mario game, so that's kind of a hot take on my part.
I like it pretty good.
Yeah, I love 3D World. Whoa, what is going on here? Why? Somebody, I think Kamek may have eating a little too much mac and cheese, or somebody, or maybe Junior sprayed a can of cheese all over his face while he was asleep.
Oh man. Common occurrence that happens.
What is going on here? Oh, it's here on this layer. Did I put it? Oh, I see. Wait, I think I know what's going on. I think this is meant to be on... Oh, I see. Yeah. Crap. I was not supposed to do that.
Oh man.
Okay, let me find another question for you. We got about 15 minutes left in the chat. So, do you have any advice for aspiring voice actors?
Any advice for aspiring voice actor?
Oh wow, we just got a super chat right as...
Well, we just got a super chat. I could read that out real quick and then I'll answer that question.
Okay.
Goopy Lizard Thingy donated $10. Thank you very much, Goopy. The best representation and animation I can think of for Jason is that one scene from Mr. Peabody and Sherman where Beethoven is crushing it at DDR while conducting at the same time.
Wait, what does that have to do with Jason? Hold on, let me read that question. Crushing a DDR while... How does that represent Jason? is Jason really good? Are you saying he's just really classy and sophisticated while playing... I don't know, I don't know, maybe... I'll have to tell Jason that you said that goopy lizard thing. I'm kind of curious how he'd react to that. But thank you for the $10.
You're the best. Wahoo!
Alright, but anyways, what advice do you have for aspiring voice actors?
I guess the best advice I could give, it's really simple, just have fun. Like whatever, like if you ever feel like you could do something fun with a voice, or if you're really inspired by like whatever you like watch or like play, definitely try to like learn how to like replicate those voices you really like, and then try to train yourself to do like sillier stuff with those voices. Just be loose and have fun with it. You know, it's not, for me, like voice acting work isn't something that is like, what's the word? What can I use to describe it? I wouldn't say it's like super hard to get into at all, like especially starting out. So definitely be loose and have fun with it. Don't beat yourself too much. Don't beat yourself up too much if you don't like nail something on the first try.
Oh yeah, that can apply to anything in life. You know, the first
yeah,
step,
absolutely.
Just like Jake the dog from Adventure Time says, the first part of being good at something is not being good at it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how it is. Like I've been drawing for what's going to be 16 years now, and there's still a lot of things I'm learning. And then for voice work, I mean, serious voice work, I haven't been doing it too long, but I have been doing voice impressions for like about a decade or so. So it's like I'm still learning a lot of new things too. You always have to be like... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry, you go ahead.
The best thing to do when you're getting into something new, and like in the context of voice acting, it would also apply to voice acting, be a sponge. Like, learn from... Be receptive to feedback, and be receptive and take in all the advice and stuff that you could get from other people. Because you're not going to make it far in what you do if you're going to act like a know-it-all, you know? You gotta be someone that learns a lot to get where you want to be.
Yeah, no, I think that's good advice. You don't want to, you don't want to act like you're too good to learn things and act like, no, I'm good enough. Like that's just like
yeah. I'm too prim and proper to take advice from a worm. I think I'm best at voice acting.
Actually, your direction could use a little bit of work. Here's how to...
No, I'm not gonna hear that voice acting advice. I got it in the bag. No, you can't be like that close-minded and ignorant. You gotta be an open book and be willing to hear feedback from. But obviously, you also gotta know like who's giving you constructive feedback on how to improve things and who's like talking down on you. But I think that's something you'll notice. People that want to see you do better and be good at like what you want to do are going to be really kind and understanding with, you know, the things you want to learn and get better at, you know?
Yeah, well said, well said. Alright, so we got about 10 minutes left in the stream. Alright, I think from here on out we're just going to be reading questions from the live chat.
Alright, that sounds good. Let's see. I'm like scrolling through. Let me see. CGMB777 asks me, Waffle, if you don't mind, could you read my question for you and Slick? I tried scrolling up to find your question, actually. Are you able to send it again real quick? If you don't mind.
Yeah, pro tip, if you want to get your question read in the live chat, don't say that. I know we say to not spam your question over and over, but saying, hey, can you read my question? That will not help us at all. Because, like...
Yeah, No, continue, my bad.
Oh, that's it. You go ahead.
Yeah, I tried finding your question. Find it. So, let me... Neary the Gamer asks, last question before I go for Waffle. If you had to describe each Ask Mario character in one word, what would it be? Slick and the others have already done this before, and with that, I'm off. Bye.
Oh,
well...
Huh. Do we have time to... Yeah, they're referring to this thing that we did where I opened up this Photoshop file that has all the Ask Mario characters in it, and then I asked somebody to just describe the character in one word, and it's pretty fun. It's kind of a silly thing we like to do.
Oh man, yeah, I would have been down to do that, but yeah, given the time.
Yeah,
but
I don't know if we have time.
I will at least say, like, for Bowser, I could describe him in one word. Probably a really hard-headed but confident. But that's not one word, so I will just say hard-headed.
Yeah. Well, no, that's technically 2 words, right?
Yeah, it's a compound word, so I guess confident.
Honestly, I struggled very much when I tried describing all the characters in one word, because I kept using multiple words. I'm like, oh, why am I so bad at this? Oh.
Let's see. And Eve the Sapphire Rose Queen Mario asks, to WaffulSyrup, who do you like voicing more, Cranky Kong or Kamek? Well, Eve, thank you for the question, but I'm currently only voicing Cranky Kong on the channel. Kamek is voiced by someone else.
Yeah, Kamek is voiced by Jason.
Kamek, yeah.
Is that not what I said? Yeah. Kamek is voiced by Jason.
I'm sure Jason...
Not here right now.
I'm sure he enjoys voicing Kamek, though.
Oh, yeah, he has a blast voicing Kamek. He puts a little bit of Yzma from the Emperor's New Groove into the way he voices him.
I hate that, like, by de facto Kamek voice for me is like a Wizenheimer from the Mario World cartoon.
Wizenheimer? I don't remember that.
Yeah, for some reason Kamek was named Wizenheimer for like one episode in the Mario World cartoon.
Wait, what? Wizenheimer?
Yeah. Wizenheimer, Weisenheimer, something like that, yeah.
That is friggin'... Yeah, they had some weird names for the enemies and... Well, not even the enemies. Like, usually the enemies were... Like, did they not know what Magic Koopas were called?
I don't know. I guess not. But they knew what fire sumos were, so... Wait, those aren't even a thing in, like, Mario games either. It's just a sumo, bro. I think. No.
I do know, like, the reason why the Koopa Kids have different names is because, like, apparently Nintendo didn't tell them at the time, so they had to come up with new ones, apparently.
Yeah.
I wonder if that happened with any of the enemies. I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but huh.
I think back to Super Show is the one I remember watching a lot. And that one just had a bunch of random one-off characters that I could just, like, name off the top of my head.
Like Indiana Joe, for example, the guy with no face for some reason.
Yeah, Indiana Joe, George Washington, Hercules, Master Sheldon the Witch Doctor.
Wait, hold on, time out. Hercules? What?
Hercules, yeah. So there was an episode of Super Show where, like, Toad just knew a guy named Hercules, and he was basically the Hercules of the Mario universe. And in the episode, Hercules was just like a big, like, washed up dude. And then Koopa and, like, the Bezos were like, yo, Hercules, you're a joke. I'm gonna, like, take your, like, fire powers or whatever and, like, shoo you away. So then there was, like, a Rocky-esque montage where they help Hercules, like, get fit and lose weight, and, like, he's back to being a buff dude again.
Why fleas, though? Hercules?
I don't know.
That show...
I think
so friggin' weird.
I think my favorite set of random one-off characters from Super Show was definitely, like, the Flap Boys from, like, one of the worst episodes in the series called, like, Bad Rap, where they tried to like rap for all the dialogue in the episode.
I've
But
seen a little bit of that, yeah.
the flow was just so bad. It was just funny.
Like some of the cringiest stuff to ever come out of the Mario franchise. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Is there anything else I need to fix here before I can export all this? I don't know if I'll have time to export this before the stream ends. There are a lot of little dots that I need to fix with this emote.
Yeah, I see you.
It's kind of hard to see, but I don't know. I'm worried if I export all these. I guess one thing that's nice about Kamek, I don't have to position his irises because like you can't see his eyeballs. So, he doesn't have as many exports as the other characters, but there's still a lot of cleanup to do with him compared to a lot of the other characters. So I guess that's the trade-off. If only like these were a little more cleaned up before they were sent to me, it wouldn't take as long for me to make these. But c'est la vie, whatever that means. I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know what that means. Anyways. Alright, we probably get... I know that's not Japanese, by the way, I'm just kidding. Alright, so I think we got time for probably one or two more questions. Is there anything in the live chat that you would like to answer, Mr. Waff, Mr. Syrup?
I guess I'll answer CG's question that he asked earlier.
All right.
CGMB777 asks this. What do you guys think about the Mallow and Gino voices in the Man on the Internet cover of Forest Maze? Have y'all seen it? For me, the voices are so fitting and perfect. So personally speaking, I have seen that cover, and I do think the voices for them are good, but despite playing Mario RPG and the remake, I'm kind of just like, I can't really think of any other voices that I could imagine Mallow and Gino having, personally. But yeah, that's my take on it at least. And Slick, I'm not sure what you have to say for the question.
I think I've heard the Man on the Internet cover of that song. I can't remember how they sound though. Sorry, I'd have to listen to it again to... I mean, I guess I could bring it up really quick before we call it a night. Hold on, let me see if there's anything else I need to fix here. Our boy Kamek, the poor guy sure has a lot of holes in his face. I'm doing so much face surgery on this guy. I thought I was gonna get to another emote today, but I've spent this whole 2 hours just cleaning him up. Ah, like look,
Well,
yeah, see right there.
No, that's real. I'm like the same as like, yo, I'm gonna get this art done today, and I'm spending like an hour trying to like fix like part of a face.
Ah, what's this right here? Ah, so much to do with this guy. What the heck? Ah. Okay, hang on. Did I miss this on the... Oh, yeah, I did. Of course I did. Of course I did. Hang on, give me a sec. Oh, I know what's going on. It's because I forgot to... There we go. Okay, that fixes it a bit. I do need to fix the shadow thing on his middle finger, though. I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me just do this. I'm gonna zoom in. Give me a sec. I think I got everything else that I need to. Did I miss anything? Probably not.
Kind of like... No, I think... It's not like maybe like small things you might notice, but...
Yeah, I mean, what's nice is like, if I do miss anything, it doesn't take too long to fix for Kamek, because again, like, he doesn't have other eyes. Like, if I exported all the dozens or hundreds of PNGs with the different eye positions and mouths for another character, it would take way longer for me to have to go back and fix something and then re-export all of them. That's why I'm so eagle-eyed with all this, because it's a pain to have to go back and fix it. Let me just fix this really quick. I'm gonna just trace over this. Super easy. There we go.
See,
Meanwhile, I'm
there's
gonna,
one more.
I'm gonna bring up that Man on the Internet song really quick.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, let's see how we feel about their voices.
Entering the forest canopy, what lies in wait is a mystery.
Oops. I hit the number on my keyboard and it switched to another part of the song. Sorry, I can't do that. Ugh.
Can rise to the skies of this land of ours. This is a quest meant for only the brave.
But since you're here, I know they can be saved.
Yep, they sound good. I have nothing else to say.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good.
Alright, you said you had one more question before we get going?
Yeah, I guess I was just gonna read that last one that someone's asking you.
Okay, cool.
Thristian Silas is asking Slick. Oh wow, I was about to finish reading that, and then we got a super chat. Should we read the super chat or just?
Let's just read them both off really quick.
Okay. Slick by Thristian Silas. Slick, what's a particular character you hope to see for the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Hope we see everything be based off of Mario Galaxy game and come to the screen, including the characters.
Honestly, I haven't really thought about that. I mean, I guess I will say I am kind of curious to see what they're gonna do with Lumalee in this movie, because I don't think we've seen Lumalee in any of the promotional material for the Galaxy movie yet. Hopefully they're saving him for something. I'm legit curious what they're gonna do with our psychotic star baby.
I know apparently he's in Mario Tennis Fever as a playable somehow.
Wait, Lumalee, or do you mean just like a regular Luma?
A regular Luma's there, but apparently Lumalee might be a skin.
Okay, well...
The movie design, so...
Well, given his popularity from the Mario movie, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, and real quick for the super chat that was sent by Peach the Cat, 5600, who sent in $4.99. Thank you for that donation.
Yeah.
When K-Rool gets on the show, there should be a reaction tune video to the Luigi fans video, The Hoax Banana. Why is there a Pokemon in the Kremlin crew?
Huh? What? Do you know what this person's talking about, Waff?
I don't know. I wish I did.
Okay, I guess I will look this up later. Why is there a Pokemon in the... Yeah, I'm very confused. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to think of like a Kremlin crew enemy that would like fit the bill for that. The most I could think of is like... Because maybe Kerosene from the DKC2 GBA port. But he's a big guy.
Kerosene. Who's oh wait, is Kerosene that extra boss?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I think I remember. Huh. Okay, last thing I'm gonna do is I'm just going to I'm gonna fix this little mark on his middle finger here.
Alrighty.
Okay. In fact, I'm gonna make it right here. There we go. Because this is a problem with all of the PNGs, so I can just do it in one fell swoop. Here we go. Not there. There. Alright. Okay. Alright, I think I am all done with cleaning up this emote. Awesome. It took about 2 hours to do, but I did it.
Yeah, man. That was really good.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, MuzYoshi. It was either MuzYoshi or his current artist who drew this. I don't know if you're familiar with MuzYoshi, but he is a very talented dude.
Yeah, I think I've seen Muz's art here and there. It's really, really good.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're gonna get going now. Everybody, thank you very much for joining this stream. Really appreciate it. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for hanging out with us while I worked on Kamek art. Waffle, thank you very much for joining. Really glad we could have you on a stream for the first time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me on. And it was nice meeting a bunch of new faces. Sure.
Yeah. Alright, before we get going, I'm just gonna plug my Ko-Fi account really quick. So, if any of you want any customized audio messages from any of the characters on Ask Mario, like Mario,
Or Luigi.
or Bowser, or any of the princesses, or heck, even Cranky Kong here. What do you say? Would you...
Good. Wait, my bad.
I was just gonna say, you want to say something that's cranky to any of the fans?
I just wanted to make like a little growl noise, but
I don't want your money. Maybe.
What if they were banana coins? Then would you take them?
Maybe.
Yeah. If you guys want any customized messages from any of the characters, please go to the link in the description below. Go to my Ko-Fi page, send a donation, and we can go from there. You'll help support the channel, help me pay the artists and voice actors, so we can continue to make awesome content for you guys. As you can see, we are about 32% of the way with completing the funding for the rest of King K. Rule's artwork. Still got a bit of artwork to make for him, but yeah, the funding's going really well so far. Really grateful for all your support. Thank you very much. Oh, I guess we did get one more super chat from Peach the Cat. When I said, why is there a Pokemon... Oh, because the Sandile was a part of it? Okay, I think it'll make more sense when I see the video. Thank you for the $5 extra. You didn't have to send more money to tell us that. You could have just wrote it, but still, I appreciate the extra money. That's really nice of you. Thank you. All right. But anyways, we're going to get going now. We'll talk to you guys later. I'll keep you posted on... Oh, there's actually one more thing I should say. I should give you guys an update on the next video that's going to be made for the channel. Right now, I've been working almost exclusively on artwork for the characters, like I'm doing today, because there's still a lot of work I need to do on Dupless, Kamek, and Lumily. And there's also some work I'm going to be doing on the other characters, like yeah, the Mario Bros, the Princesses, and Bowser Jr. Since Bowser Jr. is going to be playing a pretty big role in the Mario Galaxy movie, I want to make sure to get the remainder of his artwork complete so that he can appear on Ask Mario in all his bratty, scrunkly glory. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on when the Season 3 Marathon video is going to come out. I was thinking it would come out about now, but I've been putting it off to work on artwork instead. I really want to get this artwork out of the ways before I get back to pumping out more videos, because the sooner I get this out of the way, that means the sooner I can get back to pumping out videos on a regular basis. I really just want to get this out of the way first. But that might change. Maybe I'll get the Season 3 Marathon out by the end of this month. If not this month, probably next month. But thank you very much for your patience. I'm going to continue to do more art streams for Kamek, Dupless, and Lumily in the future. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on everything. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you very much for your support. We will see you guys later.
See you around.
Have a great weekend, you guys. Stay safe and have fun. Now we're going to finish the stream with his jazzy beats.
That was really fun.